crazy. It's the association post game. What's up, y'all? I'm Christian Crosby, joined in our LA studio by a pair of walking buckets. 17-year NBA veteran Rudy Gay, two-time NBA All-Star, my guy IT, Isaiah Thomas. All right, I mean, OKC did what OKC does. We've had a great night. We got a 1 seed out the East that's in trouble, but out West, the reigning champs become the first team to get to round 2. And I'm not surprised. I don't think you guys are surprised, but I got to ask you, how are we feeling about this? Is this exactly what we expected?
For sure. They handle business. I don't think the matchup was a good one for Phoenix. You got to give your respect to Phoenix. They had a solid season this year, but OKC just did what they were supposed to do and handle business.
Yeah, Phoenix has struggled with consistency all year, injuries, guys being out the lineup, being back and forth, but still able to sustain enough to be here. So, you know, you have to give them a shout out, but OKC is just a buzzsaw at this point. You know, this isn't like, I don't think anybody thought they would run into any problems this early in the playoffs. But, you know, Phoenix still hold on.
Yeah, it's good to see OKC just complete the sweep, but I must say, Phoenix, I was maybe expecting a win, you know, in this series, but, you know, OKC is just, you know, they are that good, so they do deserve that credit. Let's get to the highlights, shall we? From Game 4 in Phoenix. Take a look, y'all, what's going on? Here we go. Big Game 4 tonight in Phoenix. Thunder. Welcome to the Association Post Game. I'm Christian Crosby, joined by my dogs, Rudy Gay, Isaiah Thomas. Game 5 of the Timberwolves-Nuggets series. We'll bring you those post-game press conferences as soon as the coaches and the players hit the podium, but for now, we got to get to these highlights. Before we go to the highlights, though, just checking in with my boys. How are we feeling? We've been watching a lot of basketball. Denver back against the wall, which we don't see them in that situation too often. They got the job done. I'm happy about it because we get more basketball.
More basketball.
Good hoops
Joker had a hell of a game, man, as we expected. So good basketball. Can't wait to see what they got to say.
You want to do some highlights?
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Let's go some highlights. Let's get to the highlights now.
Straight to it.
All right, so the Timberwolves, they won 3 straight to take a 3-1 series lead to start this game off, but back in Denver, Nikola Jokic wanted to force a Game 6.
Yeah.
That's what happened, starting with this guy right here, setting the tone early over Rudy Gobert. All right, later in the first quarter, more from Jokic. With the one over Naz Reid. 8 points and 6 assists in the first quarter. Second quarter, Nuggets up by 1. Jamal Murray, that's a tough bucket right there. But, I mean, Jamal Murray does what Jamal
That's what he does on that baseline.
10 points, 4 assists in the first half for Jamal Murray. Moments later in the second, Timberwolves down by 4. Kyle Anderson with the lob to Jaden McDaniels for that.
We know where he's
Not going to just go away.
We know where he's from.
What's with that?
Nope. A little later,
Jokic
snags a rebound, throws the ball, of course, to Bruce Brown. Brown throws it down with authority. That's some vision right there.
Yeah.
I love it.
Walk with me.
I don't know if it was legal, but
We're going to let it rock out. We're going to let it rock out. Ending moments in the first half. Nuggets up by 6. Jokic.
center doing that, man. It's crazy.
Bottoms.
That's a you have got to be kidding me type of shot right there. Way to end that half. 13 points, 10 assists in the first half for him. Third quarter, cue the Spencer Jones takeover.
Good pass, Jamal.
It's that corner 3 we love to see. Then the Nuggets' next possession, a Spencer Jones heater.
Okay.
He had a game.
Welcome to the party.
Back-to-back threes. He was huge tonight, replacing Aaron Gordon in the starting lineup. Later in the third, Nuggets building their lead. Jokic with the perfect lob. Murray finishes a lob with that reverse. Let's see that again, because why wouldn't we? Because that's ridiculous.
Great
Easy.
finish.
From the center to the point guard.
Yeah, that's great.
2 minutes later, Nuggets up 17. Still working two-man game.
Get up
The
there.
pair we love to see working well.
And above the rim.
The Joker getting back in his groove.
Rim rocker.
That is just the best sound effect ever. Moments later, Nuggets are rolling. Murray gets his own miss, takes a contact, then gets the and one. That's up his dad after that tough bucket. Yeah, Pops. A minute later, more Jokic dimes with the sweet bounce pass. Christian Brown in transition for the dookie dunk.
Watch him
He
point
said,
Man, for safety.
Watch him point at him.
Point at it?
I like that spin on. I like this.
He's getting chippy out there, man.
Still in the third. It's an avalanche in Denver. Cam Johnson.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Let's hear it.
I mean, what are we doing?
Let's hear it. There we go.
That's 3 plays in a row.
Incredible. Johnson with authority. Denver is dominant. Final score, Minnesota 113, Denver 125. We got a little, us Denver fans got a little nervous, but I guess they can feel good right now. This battle out west is now closer as Denver wins and is down 3-2 in the series. Nuggets outscored the Timberwolves in points and paint and in fast break points. Denver moves to 16-7 in games. The Joker records a triple-double in the postseason. Take a listen to Jamal Murray after the game. What was he talking about?
Needed to come back home. I know nothing is easy, especially in the playoffs. But you guys controlled the majority of this game from the jump. What did it take just to play to your identity for a full 48 minutes?
Focus, energy, some excitement. You know, we had to play like we was down 3-1, so I think we did a good job of just bringing the energy into the game and playing for 48 minutes. You know, making it just not letting off the gas, and you know, we did a good job of just getting the win.
Coach Adelman talked to us before the game about guys on the roster not named Jamal Murray or Nikola Jokic contributing. What can you say about your teammates and the way they played tonight?
I mean, amazing. That's what we needed. Just everybody was in a flow and a rhythm. Guys on time and on target in their space and in their spots, and played hard on defense. That's all we can ask for. So I thought it was a great team win, a great team effort, and we're going to need more of that.
A game 6 now in Minnesota. How do you just bring this same type of effort on the road?
It's the same situation. So we got to bring the same energy. I think we got to be poised, be relaxed when we go into their building. You know, no one's going to be rowdy. No one's going to be a fun, exciting game for them. So we just got to keep our composure and you know, limit the mistakes that we make on the court. So if we do that, we'll get a chance to win.
Jamal, thank you so much. We'll see you in Minnesota.
Thank you.
All right, so now the Timberwolves head back to Minnesota for Game 6 with the chance to put this series away without their superstar, Anthony Edwards. Would you call this upcoming game a must-win?
I mean, that's to say the least. You know?
Sure.
Look, I mean, they want to get their guy back, you know, but they have to handle business without him. You know, to win a championship, everybody has to step up. You know, I think Julius did a pretty good job of stepping up today, and we need everybody else to play above what they're used to playing, though. And it just wasn't enough tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a must-win for sure. Because if you go back, if you have to go back to Denver, that's going to be tough to beat these guys, especially when you got Spencer Jones, you got Cam Johnson, those guys playing heavy minutes and producing at the level that they did. Obviously, Joker did what he usually does, but if you got to win one in Denver, it's going to be tough towards the end of this series. So it's definitely a must-win for the Timberwolves.
With the change without Ant-Man, who are you looking to step up for the Timberwolves? Is there a player?
Everybody.
It's the whole
Everybody.
team at this point?
Yeah, it's not
Losing
just one person.
two guys that's...
It's not just one person. I think they have a lot of talent on this roster. I think you look at a guy like Nas Reed, you look at Bones Highland, guys that have to pick up their play a little bit more. They're going to have to play out of their mind until Ant gets back. But you know, they're going to have to hold it down.
The Joker in his press conference, which I thought was crazy, he said he's been playing average, which if you look at his numbers, average is really, really good. But he hasn't been maybe playing as good as he typically does. Looking at him tonight, did it seem like we were seeing that 3-time MVP energy, or do you still have a little ways to go? I'm wondering what you guys think about his performance in this series so far.
I think he was feeding the family today. 16 assists.
Yes, he was.
You know, 11 rebounds. We used to seeing him score more, but I think he's doing what's needed. I don't know what's going on, what he feels or how he feels like, or why he feels like he hasn't played that well, but I think he's doing the things that is needed, especially today, to win games. But, you know, I mean, I'm still waiting for one of those big Joker outbursts where he can, you know, have those same, you know, assists and rebound numbers, but also, you know, those big numbers offensively. We haven't seen that yet. And funny enough, he usually does it against Rudy Gobert, which is, you know, I guess Rudy's picking up his play a lot because he's playing very good defense on him, making him do other things. But I'm just waiting for him to have one of those games.
Okay, well, Minnesota Timberwolves head coach Chris Finch just sat down at the podium. Let's check in with him.
Chris, the turnovers, what did you see from your group and what was causing all the problems holding on to the ball?
Just kind of silly, you know, playing in the crowd, not handling the physicality well, you know, just trying to plow through it. You know, just kind of Yeah, just that and just a lot of just silly forced plays by guys trying to make something out of nothing.
Do you think that was there any kind of a lack of urgency on their part? Did you
No,
feel
I
or
didn't-
like
No, I didn't feel a lack of urgency. I mean, we started the game a beat slow, but I didn't think there was a lack of urgency. So.
Chris, when you say kind of playing in a crowd, when
louder,
you say
please.
playing in a crowd and not matching the physicality, how do you generate ball movement amidst physicality like you want?
I mean, the ball movement was there. I thought the ball movement was there. We didn't make the plays that were right in front of us. So I thought there was a really good opportunities to make those plays. So I thought we started the game too, wanting to make all the home run plays, instead of making all the plays that to help us get into the ball game and make the rhythm plays.
Chris, did you feel like that was like an adjustment by Denver's defense to kind of put you in situations where they're going for those home run plays?
They were more physical. They put 2 on the ball, against the same guys they've been doing. So put 2 on IO for the first time, Yeah, it was, their physicality was certainly, was key to that.
What'd you see from your defense? It seemed like the turnovers put you in a terrible spot, obviously,
Yeah.
but just in general, what'd you think of that performance?
Right. I mean, they had 23 fast break points. A lot of them were just turnover led by us. I thought defensively, a lot of game plan mistakes early. I think we were very sharp with the game plan. It was turnovers more than anything else that hurt us. So.
Coach, you mentioned the physicality. I know he only played about 11 minutes, but how much should having Valanciunas out there, you think, contribute to their physicality or their approach?
He's a physical player, but I don't know if it was necessarily all him. So.
General, Jaden, obviously just a lot of, anti-Jaden sentiment in the building tonight. Were you guys expecting that, kind of coming back to Denver for him, and how does he handle those moments?
His second foul was ridiculous. So he got in foul trouble early, so that really hurt him more than anything else. I thought Jaden had a clear line to the basket. I thought Johnson comes over, and so I thought that was a tough start more than anything else. We're not, I don't think Jaden's worried about whether they boo him when he touches the ball. So.
Chris, without Ant and Dante, obviously you miss what they bring for you, but functionally it changes your starting lineup and your rotation a bit. What was that like